Alright guys, so today we're looking at another set of games on my RecRoomMasters arcade machine, and today we're taking a look at trackball games. Now, I was really excited for these sets of games because I had an older arcade machine before I got this RecRoomMasters one, but I never had a trackball, and I always saw those games online. I was like, oh, I wish I could play those. I always wanted to try them, see how they actually performed. Well, now I have a trackball, and I've been playing a bunch of games, including newer PC games that are released even in 2019, that I'm going to be showing you guys so you guys can see exactly how they perform with the trackball and give you guys my opinions overall, and maybe give you guys some ideas on what trackball games you guys should try on your arcade machines. So let's go ahead and take a look.
Gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech. Going for a recce is the gaming tech. Gaming techie is the gaming tech. Gaming techie.
Alright guys, so today I wanted to show you guys some trackball games on my RecRoomMasters arcade machine. Trackball is one of my favorite categories on the system just because I never had a trackball before on my old arcade machine, so I was really excited to finally have it on this one. And, you know, it's lived up to exactly what I wanted. This thing is awesome. There's some really good trackball games I want to show you guys. Probably a couple that you guys don't even think are being trackball games just because they're not just Mame trackball games. There's a couple of PC games that play really well with the trackball as well. So let's dive right into first the regular ones that are from Mame. I'll show you a couple of the ones that I really like. So you can see these are all the trackball games that we're looking at here.
These are Birdie Thing.
Now, Capcom Bowling is a really classic one that people like. Championship Bowling is a really classic one. Let's show that one off for a minute here, because I know this one's really popular with a lot of people from what I've seen. Alright, so let's put in some credits.
Welcome to Championship Bowling.
So you just come here, move the trackball, of course, move the ball anywhere you go. And try to bowl, of course. Championship Bowling is apparently, like I said, one of the ones that a lot of people like. I actually like another bowling game more than I like this one, which I will be showing off as well, of course. Apparently I went over the line. And you can curve the ball if you want to whatever direction you want before you throw. Hey, there we go. And then an off with a strike. I'll take it. So that's Championship Bowling. Like I said, it's one of the ones that a lot of people end up liking on here. Let's see what else we got. We got Crystal Castles, of course. Dunk Shot. Of course, we got the Golden Tee series. We're gonna have to play a couple of rounds of this one because this is a really popular one. Let's do Golden Tee 2000.
Hope you enjoyed that one.
Select how many players. So this is a really good game. So of course this is golf. You can use the buttons here to move either left or right if you need to. And then over here to turn back to the left. And then you just roll the ball back for the swing. Push forward just like that. Hopefully not hit the tree. Yep, I hit the tree. And then of course you're trying to make it in the hole in the par. So obviously here we're kind of stuck behind some trees. So we want to move around. And probably go around the tree first. It's going to waste one of our shots, but I didn't even move it out of the way completely, so that's not good. That's where I wanted to put it the first time. I'm not that bad when I'm actually playing this, but right now, damn, not even close yet. I didn't want to hit it too far. I ended up hitting it too close. This is going really well. All right, so now we at least
Go
can
for
putt.
one to putt.
You can move that back. Nope.
Go
Epic.
for one to putt.
And then you can put in your score and stuff. So that's Golden Tee. You can play that with 4 people, which is nice, which is why it's one of the games that I like because you can play and rotate around really easily.
Golden Tee 3D golf. Iron fighting.
Let's see what else we have here.
Mini golf.
We got a mini golf game here, one of the old ones from Mame.
One.
Shuffle Shot is a really cool one. You can play Shuffleboard on here. I'll show that one off real quick.
Choose another game if you like.
Shuffle shot.
So here's another one that can play with 4 people, which is nice. So you can go, and there's a couple of different modes here. Shuffleboard is the one I like to do. But right now we're just playing against the computer, of course, and you're obviously trying to score as good as possible here while knocking your opponent out. I'm doing really well with how far I'm throwing these balls. He's gonna hit mine out.
Oh, hey.
At least I blocked it. So. There we go. Oh, I'll take that. He's gonna knock mine out anyway, but I'm still on the 10 though. Oh, that was terrible. I tried to go around mine. Now he's knocking mine out. Yep.
That's Bucky.
Had one good shot. But that's a little bit of what Shuffle Shot is like.
Choose.
My other really favorite game on here, probably my favorite trackball game as far as Mame games go, is this game right here. This game is freaking great. Another one that's 4 players as well. And this is one that gets a lot of play around here. And you could play against a computer, of course, which is what we're going to do. So 4 players is 2 teams. 3 players would be head-to-head. So this is basically Horseshoe, and it's just a really, really good game with the trackball. You basically come over here, you can move your guy in any position you want, and then you hold the button down and move your guy as much power as you want, and flick that forward to try and get that in. And I overthrew it. But this is a really, really addicting game, especially 2v2 when you're playing with other people and you get 2 shots each to throw. And you're obviously trying to get in there like I just did. At least I'm in the circle, so now he's going to have to get in the circle closer to me at least. So that one failed for him, so that's good. He got closer than me there, so he's going to get 1 point.
Player 2 scores 1 point.
Because he's obviously closer to that. And when you ring those things, it's awesome. It does like a nice animation of ringing the horseshoe on that pole. But this is just a really, really good game. Like I said, this is between this and Golden Tier, it probably gets the most play here. Oof, almost hit that too. Oh, that one was too far. You overthrew that. I'll take it.
Player 2 scores 1 point.
He still took that away from me. But you got the point, and then you go back and forth, you know, trying to get your points and stuff. So that one's a really good game as well with the trackball. Let's see what else we got going on here. All right, we come up to the end of the list here for the Mame category. And we're talking about world-class bowling. This is definitely my favorite bowling game on here. It's really easy to play, plays really well, and it's definitely my favorite bowling game that I've found so far. So this one's really simple. You just move around, and you just come in here and chuck it. It's just a really satisfying bowling game, and I just pulled the string. And again, this one also has 4-player support, so you can come in here and play with 4 of your friends. Really easily. Ooh, almost got a double. Just got that. That ain't gonna sign up for good for next time. Oh. So yeah, That's how this bowling game is. Definitely not hitting that. But yeah, so that's definitely what my favorite bowling game on here is. All right, so that is that category as far as that goes. So let's go to the PC section, because there are some actual current PC games that work really, really well with the trackball. So I'm going to show you a few, the 3 that I really like on there as well. Let's see.
Main wheel. Choose a PC games game from the wheel. Journey.
So the first one we're going to do
Shadow of Mordor.
is Pool Nation.
Pool Nation. Get ready.
So this is obviously a really, really good pool game, and even better about it is that obviously you can play it versus against someone else, which is really cool. But obviously we're gonna just do single player. And it gives you a couple of different options. So you can come in here in the verses, and if you're going to play just the computer, you can do the game type and stuff. Yeah, you can select the location, and if you want player aids and stuff, and how many frames, you can do the game type, which we're going to leave at, we're going to change that to 8-ball, so you can see all the different modes that are here. Players, 1 player, so we're good there. And we'll hit continue. And what's really cool is that obviously you can aim with the trackball. You can shoot with this. Basically, you move it around the ball, then you hold left mouse click, hold it down, and then just throw it in there with power and see how it goes. Now it's the computer's turn, obviously. Obviously, with the game telling you exactly where to hit it, with that player aid that's on there, obviously the game becomes a lot easier. Obviously, that's not something you would do, probably, if you're trying to play this competitively, because then you could easily see where to throw the shot. But that gives you an idea, at least. Because obviously right now I know exactly where to hit it, because it's literally pointing me right to it. But also it's telling me where the white ball is going to go, so you want to do something like that, so the white ball doesn't go in. And I still missed, because I wasn't really paying attention and just wanted to go quickly. But this is a really, really fun game, especially versus against someone else. Really solid game here. Let's see if we can make this one in. Alright, we got that one. I like the little replays that it does sometimes when you're making a good shot in. How it zooms in and stuff, that's really cool. So this is looking really easy, but like I said, it's because I have the player aid on, because I'm still getting used to it. But obviously you wouldn't, like I said, play with that once you got used to it. Now I don't think we're going to. Actually, we could probably still make this one. We're about to clean the house here real quick. Except we have these 2 sitting here that are not going to let me hit this. That wasn't going to happen anyway. But you got the idea. You come in here and you play some pool, and that's a really solid game that a lot of people don't know about, that is out there that you can play, you know, with the trackball. So really solid one to add to everyone's cabinet on here. All right, the other one that I'm going to show you here is a golfing game. The reason that this one is different is because obviously with the other one it's real golf. This is now mini golf, and this is actually a new game that you guys may have heard of that has come out on the Switch and stuff, and it's called Golf with Your Friends. This is a really, really good game, and one that just came out, and is a really good trackball game as well. So this is a really good game. It has a lot of different holes and has Steam Workshop support and all that stuff, so you can get a lot of mileage out of this. And I think this one plays I forget how many people can play this. I'm trying to think if it was 8. But a lot of people can play it. So yeah, you can play with up to like 8 players on here and stuff. So that's cool that you can rotate through if you want to with up to 8 players. The graphics, of course, as you can tell, are really nice. And you can just come in here and you got your button, your ball here. Same thing, you hold the mouse left. I think, or is it the first button? Oh, first button. First button on here, and you just like use this for your power. The trackball, you're controlling the power of the shot, moving it around, and then you're aiming for the hole and trying to, you know, get into the hole there. This is a really solid one. Oof, almost got that hole in one. I hit that too hard. But yeah, that gives you another idea of another game that's on there. Now I'm going to end this with another golf game, but this one is different between the Golden Tee games because Golden Tee is obviously an older game. The graphics aren't obviously amazing. This one actually is a golf game that actually is really good looking since it just came out.
Links Championship 2003.
Or actually, you know what? We have 2 left. I'm sorry. This is actually another golf game. If you guys have heard of Links Championship 2003, this is one that's really solid as well that, you know, a lot of people have played back in the day. This was a really big golf game back on the Windows XP days, and it's still regarded by a lot of people as being like the best golf game you could basically play on PC. And I actually got this running on Windows 10 because this is obviously an XP game, but this is a really good one as well. And you can also play this with 8 people, or 4 people, I should say. But this is obviously an older game, but it still looks better than the Golden Tee games. You can see the graphics are a little bit better than what Golden Tee was, of course, in 2000, because this came out in 2003. And basically what you do is you first move this little red thing to where you're trying to aim from so you can see how far it is. And then you come here and you hit the driver with the mouse. You go back, just like the Golden Tee games. You go back as far as you need. And swing forward.
Perfect swing, David.
And I like it because it's got some commentary. The guy's like, perfect swing. And it has a lot of courses in it because there's DLC courses that came out in this edition, the Championship Edition that I have that I got on CD from my Windows XP machine that I actually got running on here. Because I was playing this on Windows XP and I was like, I wonder if this would actually run on my arcade machine. This would be an awesome game. And I didn't think it would, but it did. And that was awesome that it actually did. So this is a really good one that I got surprised that actually worked on Windows 10. With a couple of hacks that you had to put into, you know, to get it to work, but it still worked, which is all that matters. That was a nice shot. Almost got that in, too. So now we just got to move this pole here for the wind. Got to hit it a little bit that way. Come into here.
Good birdie.
And there you go. And like I said, there's a lot of courses, a lot of real world courses that are on here, which is cool, which is what made this game so great back in the day. And still, like I said, one of the golf games that a lot of people talk about. So this is a really good one that if you guys can get your hand on this, I would definitely recommend.
Choose another game.
So now we're talking about the last one, and this is a golf game that's more recent. It actually came out in 2019. Let me see where it is here, because I actually don't remember the name. There it is. The Golf Club 2019. So, out of all the games I've showed you, I'd probably say that out of all the golf games I've showed you, all the other ones control really, really well. This one is not obviously intended to be designed with a trackball in mind or a mouse in mind. It still works good with the trackball, but you can tell it's made obviously to work with an Xbox controller, which you could use on this machine if you wanted to. But it works well enough, in my opinion, that it's still fun enough. But hitting putts and stuff in this game is hard with the trackball because it's just really sensitive. Like, you don't push back and roll as far as you just saw me do with the other games. It's a lot different. Now here in the putting challenge that you can see here, it's the exact same mentality, but instead of hitting the mouse so far back, it's literally like, see, I hit that too hard and I barely moved this mouse. So it takes a lot to get used to as far as how much strength you actually have to put in the mouse.
Let's reset, try again.
Oh, that was so close. So I've had a few practice rounds with this already, obviously. That might go. Yeah.
Nicely done. Let's move on. Now, getting your putt strength just right comes down to feel at the end of the day, and each green can feel different. You can keep an eye on your putter's max distance in the top right to get an idea of what the current green speed is. This putt is just a few inches down here, so use your aim stick to move the putting marker just in front of the hole, and then ease up on your putt and let gravity do the work for you.
There we go.
And nailed that one. Let's keep going. The dots on the grid are showing us that this putt is going to be breaking from right to left, so you will have to aim to the right to compensate. To make your adjustments before sinking this putt, hold the right mouse button and drag to the right, or use the right arrow key on the keyboard.
So you can use the right mouse button, as you can
Reset
see.
and try again.
And you can kind of move where you're actually aiming. Let's try there and see how this goes. There we go.
Nicely done. Next. All right, and I think now you're ready to tear things up on the green. And by tear things up, I mean be very respectful.
So I like the little lessons that this thing does when the
Hello
game
and
starts.
welcome to this lesson where we will talk about clubs and shot types. I am going to show you how to make the most of what's in your golf bag with a few simple tricks.
So I think that gives you guys a good idea
Select
of
another
what that game is like and the graphic style and stuff. Obviously, it looks the best out of all of them. The trackball is probably the worst out of all of them, but it's still good. It's not bad. It's just not as good as the other ones who were made intended for using a trackball. This is made, even though it has mouse and keyboard support, you know, it's still, in theory, using a keyboard as well. You're using the mouse left and mouse right to do things, where other trackball games that I showed you in Mame obviously don't do things that way. They just use the trackball, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's an overview of the games that I really like on the trackball. Obviously, there's more games on the trackball. As you guys saw on that list, there's even more than I showed you that we can talk about. But that's my initial list of all the games that I'm having fun with on the trackball. If there's any games I didn't show that you think I must play and should be one of my favorites, I think you guys should definitely comment on that below and let me know about them, and then I can check them out and see what they're like. So other than that, guys, as always, thank you guys for watching. Until next time.
Tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie, gaming tech, eating brekkie is the gaming tech, going for a recce is the gaming tech, gaming techie is the gaming tech, gaming techie.